Good afternoon, my name is Sean Robertson and I'm Sales Director here at Sunseeker International. And we're in the shipyard today on the stern of what is the rebirth of a new exciting look forward for the Sunseeker range. We're here on the Predator 60 EVO, which is that first step. It's the first step in the detailing of the exterior and interior, which will really drive us forward into our new product development program going forward over the next 2 or 3 years. And I'll just give you little snippets before handing you over to someone that's very important in the team in a few minutes time. But even standing here at the stern, look at the detailing on this upholstery. The carbon fibre flash across the transom door here with that open weave really gives you a sense of strength, of sportiness, but also real fine detail, and it's even highlighted with the lights above, so at night you'll still keep that detail when you come onto the stern area. But as I said, let's go up into the aft cockpit, and I'd like to introduce you to Ross Donahoe. Now Ross has been working with us now for close to 15 years, Ross?
Yeah, 15 years, yes.
Part of the test team, tested the boats in all weathers, and now is integral to the sales department here at the factory, and one of his responsibilities is looking after the 60 Predator EVO. So let me hand you over to Ross and he'll hopefully give you a good walkthrough on all the details and features in this Predator 60 EVO.
Okay, so leading on from what Sean was saying, so this is a new generation of Sunseeker that we're actually launching at the moment. Now, as you can see, it's got this superb cockpit that inherited from the predecessor, the Predator 57, where you've got great social seating area. Nice table here, which we can, on this actual particular one, you can sit quite comfortably up to 6 people. It's been designed in such a way that it can be used almost like as a coffee table and somewhere to hold on to, so when you're underway. We've got a nice big aft sunbathing area as well, which is quite comfortable. And on the foredeck, which you will no doubt see in a bit as well, there's a nice foredeck area as well, which you can entertain at or relax. Got a nice wet bar, where you've got a grill, a sink, an ice maker, and then as standard we fit a refrigerator as well. It's approximately about 50 litres. On some options, there is an option on the boats to have an aft docking station as well, which this boat can actually be retrofitted with as well. And then obviously a little bin there as well. So we try to sort of cram everything into one area. What's quite nice as well, it's quite a windy day, but the way this has sort of been designed is to give you some shielding from the wind as well and from the sun. We've got this nice aft cockpit canopy, which if I just press the button here, you'll see it pop out, extend. I won't bring it all the way out, but it will give you a nice shading on a nice sunny day across the actual sun pad area, just to try and take the intensity of the sun off your head. Got stern docking capstans and nice big giant cleats as well, so it makes mooring very easy. This is the first boat that we're actually using to try and be a bit more sustainable in what we're doing, rather than using natural teak, which is becoming a little bit more difficult to get hold of. We're actually using flexi teak here, which is actually, to look at, you can see it's absolutely stunning. It can be cleaned, it can be jet washed, and the caulking colour as well. You don't have to just stick with black. We can go with grey. I believe there's a white or just an off-white we can use as well. But there is options with that. If I bring you inside into the deck saloon, the whole boat has been designed that you can either enclose the boat itself or you can open it up. So we drop down the door here. You've now got an open area, so you can entertain in the main lower saloon, which can be air conditioning, so you can completely enclose it on a rough, windy day, a bit like today, or on a sunny day, you can drop it down, open the sunroof, and you've got a really superb open sports boat. We've got a rise and fall TV as well, which is a 44-inch OLED TV. Another refrigerator as well that we fit as standard up on the deck saloon. And then we've got areas here for storage and glass stowage, a DVD player as well, to try and entertain the children if you have to. So basically you've got this nice area in the main deck saloon where you've got a nice seating area here, which this tabletop actually can form a coffee table as well. So if I just drop this down for you now. As standard, this is electric, so we fit this as standard. So that's fully down now. There's a little knob there which we can extend. Okay. So that's down as a coffee table. When we bring it up, you could pull the lever down, put it across. You've got yourself a nice dining area. But what the idea is we design this whole seating so it's more social and more relaxed. So you've got panoramic views of the ocean around you, which is, for me today, is a nice grey sky of pool. And you can sit back, and we've designed it so the actual seat base itself gives you more support underneath the knees. So you can sit back, relax, watch a bit of TV if you want to just calm down, relax from the day, put your feet up, and just just try and relax. I mean, that's what boating's all about, isn't it? For me, that's what it's about. So I've got air conditioning, and again, this beautiful sunroof as well, carbon fibre weave, lightweight, opens up, and when it's fully open, it's one of the biggest apertures that's on the 60-foot market. So it really is a superb sports boat. This boat has been designed so we added some beautiful features into it. So you can see on the back of this Helm seat the sort of weaving we've done on the seat, some of these nice features, the stainless steel, the carbon handrail, the knobs on there as well, the stainless steel effect, the lacquer that's incorporated into that as well. So it's not just all one wood. This beautiful Cadorian flooring, which is an option, but it's absolutely stunning. As standard, we can do, it'll be a teak deck here, which will be the flexi teak as the standard option. But generally, most of our clients will go for this Cadorian wood flooring, which is just, it's nice wearing, it feels more luxurious, and yeah, it's a superb floor. Coming to the actual console area, this one actually has got the navigation upgrade. So we've got the two NS16 displays there, the EVO 3s. We've got a little dock here for your iPad. Now what we found with some boaters is some boaters don't just navigate using the SIMRAD itself, but as a backup they tend to use their iPads. So it's a little dock that you can put your iPad there. You've also got a little phone storage, a phone charging station as well, so you can put your phone on charge. Also we supply a couple of USB outlets as well, so if you've got other people, guests on board and want to charge their phone, they can. What we got here, we've got the CM8 display as well, which monitors the ship system, so you can control interior lighting, ventilation, DC systems, wipers. The wipers have a delay wipers, which I know we all expect from our cars, but in the marine world, things are a little bit behind. So I mean, Sunseeker have been doing that for quite a few years now, but it's a feature that we have on all our boats as standard. Navigation lights, tanks, AC systems. But what you might be saying is, that's great, but what happens when it all goes wrong? Well, we do have backup for all that as well. So you can override all this with just some switches down on the side there. So if the wiper fails, I'm not just relying purely on the ship's electronics, I can just override that and the wiper will come on, which is quite a nice feature. The actual seating position itself, now I'm 5'10", 11. Most people, my friends, would probably giggle because they're probably somewhere more 5'10". But the actual seating position is quite nice. It's ergonomic, got a nice position. It's actually, as a console goes, from a boat driving experience, it's probably one of the best on the market. Everything wraps around you. I can see everything very clearly. I've got the engine displays there, I've got the navigation, I've got the radar, the nav. Of course, they can be swapped over, the VHF, and little things have been thought about as well, like the little cable here just drops down out the way so you don't have cable dangling down your dash. I've got the thruster controls right here, so I can just drop down this window. I can see all the way down the port side here, all the way down the bulwark, and I can maneuver the boat quite comfortably. This one actually has the center joystick as well, so I can press command and take full control of the boats and of the engine shifts and the actual bow and stern thruster. I can also just press the T here and that will just control the thrusters. Of course I can just use it here as well and do it the traditional way where one ahead, one astern, etc., and use the bow and stern thruster. But what we can do in warmer climates, not so much on a rainy day in pool, is that we actually add as standard, it's basically this little teak step. So those of you who are a little bit short, such as me, or those of you who are taller and have grace of longer legs, with the sunroof open, let me open the sunroof a little bit. You can see actually, probably, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it on the camera, but the light that's pouring into this area is absolutely superb. So the difference that makes having the sunroof shut from the sun, and then you open it up and you've got like this huge sunroof. And all this light just pouring in. So remember what I was saying earlier about how much space there is here. So now I've got an open sports boat, which on the 60-foot market is one of the best. I mean, look how big this space is. I mean, my arm space there is probably over 2 meters spans there. It's absolutely gigantic, it's huge. So, I mean, for those who wants the wind in their hair, as you can see, as I've got the stand down just here, I can now see quite clearly ahead of me. So what else we got here? We've got electric side windows as standard, the sunroof, anchor control, horn, and then basically, as I said, the CM8 itself, where we can control the ship systems. The Simrad package, which is the upgrade, and also I should demonstrate this as well. This is something that's been inherited from the Hawk 38. So the Hawk 38, we poured a lot of electronics and research into that, in some of our designs. So here I can actually control the actual navigation displays by touching these functions here. So I can control, you can see it's starting to come on live now. So I can switch the display, which one I want to control. What you tend to find with touchscreens when you're in a bit of a rough sea, sometimes your fingers will slip up there. But what you tend to find at sea was my finger would do this, and this allows you to control the screens better, so I can control the cursor in a way, so without having to touch the display. What else have I got here? I've got CFAR, the ignitions for the engines, and then I've got a back up here for the actual fuel displays. There is a gyro option for the boat as well, which this one is not fitted with, and that would be the quick gyro. That's normally located on the stern of the vessel. I might just quickly touch on engine choices while I'm looking at the joysticks here as well. Basically, the boat as standard comes with the Volvo Penta 900s, and we normally expect in local waters to be doing about 31 to 32 knots quite comfortably. There is an upgrade options, which is the thousands, and basically it's the same engine blocks. It's the D13, but it's rather than 900, it's the thousands, which Volvo Penta, I think, top of my head, launched last year. That sort of performance option will give you about a 34 to 34.5 knot performance gain, and then on top of that we offer an IPS package as well, which tends to be quite popular with some of our clients. All three engine options are superb. With the thousands and stuff, you'll get the acceleration and performance. With the 900s, a little bit more relaxed, and in the IPS you get that quietness, and you tend to get the fuel benefits from that as well. She's quite a light boat. When we designed her, the whole back end has been basically redesigned. It's carbon fibre, which you can't see. So the actual engine room hatch, if I just show you here. So when I talk about an engine room hatch, I'm talking about this area here, this joint here, and this is the piece that literally fits over top of the engine room, including the garage assembly itself. It's all made of carbon fibre. By doing that, we saved, off the top of my head, I think it was about 400 kilos by doing that. So that, if you had a gyro, allows for that. Bringing you down into the lower area, we've got a fully functioning galley with a standard Miele oven and a hob. We've got storage here as well, a classic English boat. We've got a tea set, and then you've just got generally storage here for food and provisions. The standard fridge, which is 110 litres with a freezer drawer compartment. It's 24 volts or 240 volts, so you can have it on either or, so you don't have to run the generator. Dishwasher, which is an option, which is the Miele, and then you've just got a general storage underneath here, underneath the sink. And then you've got this beautiful stone top as well, which we fit as standard. There is options for granites, but generally most people tend to go with the standard. This one here's got the lower saloon assembly. So basically it's a great way if you just want to have eat your breakfast in the morning, just be out in the sun, just lower saloon table as well, which folds out. But what's quite nice about this area, I mean, for me, I've got a couple of kids, is on a day where it's raining and you want to entertain them, I mean, dare I say it, but it's a place where you can put their PlayStation, they can sit down here, they can relax, they're out of the way. But it's just a great area and a great usable space. We've got the forward VIP, which is a beautiful decor. This actual boat's the Silver Oak, if you're wondering. You've got this great headboard feature here as well. If I just open up this as well, just to let a bit more light in. There you go. So you see a lot of natural light just pours in. Little pockets here as well, which have been added, so you can put your phones on charge, and they're not going to roll off the sides. You've got little storage boxes here as well. This one's actually got the towel sets are in here, so you can actually get a gauge, a good idea on this storage pocket on the top locker doors here. Entertainment AV as well. The boat has got top of my head, it's got this one's got the AV upgrade, so it's got Sonos and Apple TV on board as well, and it's got the upgraded TVs. This one's the smart TV. The one in the master cabin is stunning. It's the one where you can get the actual artwork up. You can see these beautiful features as well on these doors as well, and again knolled stainless steel door handles, which are absolutely stunning to see. This one actually here, if I just shut this door here, this is your main day head. Again, you can lock that door and this becomes the forward VIP day head as well. You've got the shower in there as well. Third cabin, which is the Pullman, again, which is quite a nice, comfortable cabin for the for guests or for young children. Again, it's a 6 foot berth. And be honest with you, if you've got like 6 friends on board, you wouldn't feel ashamed putting them in that cabin. That's for sure. It's a nice, spacious area, and no doubt be a lot of fun to be in actually. Then into the master of the master cabin. I mean, I think I don't really need to say too much. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. The interior designers on this boat actually did a fantastic job there in this area. You can see how the lighting's been designed as well. And you see how the lighting sort of washes down and creates this sort of shadow effect and sort of highlights certain features of the boat. You've got this seating area there, just there on the starboard side. Again, that can be a storage area as well. If storage is a concern, you're going a little bit further about on your travels. Again, you've got storage here. And again, you've got these bedside units. Drawer storage here, little storage places there so you can put your phone and your wallet and your jewellery just there for the night. And again, you can see the lighting features that we've got on the headboard here and again on the sides. Wardrobe and then a mirror here as well, so if you're getting ready for the evening, you've got somewhere to get dressed. That'd certainly be quite popular with my wife. Again, you've got the master ensuite as well. It's completely private. So I mean, the actual master cabin starts here from this door. So, and again, you can sort of see some of the little features and designs that the designers have added. It's like these little curved edges that have been added in, which I think are absolutely beautiful, rather than just keeping it square, which would be quite a cheap thing to do, just to square it off. But they've actually taken the time and curved it all off. So you've got storage there, a little shaver socket in there. This one's actually got the heated towel rail added as well as an option, which is quite nice. Worth doing, because there's nothing worse than trying to dry wet towels, even in the med. Shower compartment as well, which is quite nice and spacious. So you know, you've got plenty of space in here. It's actually got the sea locks on, but it's again, you've got the actual shower itself in, and you've got the handheld shower. And then if you want to open it up for a little bit of air as well, you've got these beautiful opening port lights with the stainless steel bezels on there. So it's quite nice. Tekmar toilets as well as standard on board. And if I just lead you back to the galley, I'll just show you underneath the galley stairs for storage. This is quite nice actually. It's quite a nice little feature that we added onto, initially come onto the 57 Mark II, and then we brought it back onto the 60 Pred as well, because it was quite popular with our clients. But basically it's an area where you can just store extra provisions, which is always useful. So we're just trying to cram those little like free spaces that we have. So you've got that little bit more area where you can just put some water, you know, beers, wine, whatever, back there out of the way, and it's just those little extra hidden sort of provision areas. Right, so here on the stern of the vessel, now we designed this boat. I'll come to the actual stern of the vessel in just a sec, but what we do fit as standard is the crew cabin, which is quite a nice feature. Now, not many people would really generally have a captain on board, but you'll be surprised around the world that those who do. It's not the biggest of areas, but for a weekend, it's perfectly comfortable. It's actually self-contained. You've got a sink drawer, which is quite nicely hidden. A little toilet here as well, and then you've got a bunk. Generally what most clients do is they take the mattress out and they use it for extra storage. Now if you're swimming on the back of the boat, or you're entertaining, you're doing a lot of water sports, the last thing you really want to happen is yourself, the kids, or your friends and family to be tracing through the boat to go and use the facilities. So what generally most people do, they use this area here, so it keeps all the wet and salts and moisture and all that sort of stuff in here. There is an option for a crew for air conditioning, which this actual boat does have, which is brilliant. So I mean, if it was my boat, I'd probably put a little rail across here, hang my wetsuits up, and then the air conditioning, dare I say, it would act as a dehumidifier, and it will literally dry everything out for you. So what else we've got here? We've got a little store where that's actually access to the batteries, to the engine room. And then we've got, again, which is just the emergency switches there for the shore power and for the 24 volts. One thing this boat's been designed to do quite comfortably is entertain. So you can entertain on the platform here. So you've got a nice little social seating area here. So you can watch the kids doing the water sports, or dare I say it, your friends or your family can watch you, or whatever. But it's just a place that you can relax, you can reflect, you can entertain. You've got music, an option for additional Sonos zone here, so I can listen to music down on the platform. And also you've got this beautiful carbon feature here as well, which is quite nice, and these lights. So you can be down here as well in the evening. Well, so we've got a high-low platform as well. When it's fully down, it will come to about knee deep, which you can launch and retrieve tenders. This one actually, as standard, obviously got a garage, and then there's the option for the recovery system as well, which would be part on this particular boat, be part of the Mediterranean spec. Tender-wise, you'll take a Williams 325 quite comfortably, and also a Williams 345. But generally, launch and recovering a tender is quite easy. It's no big issues. It is just on a winch, and basically it's just like launching a boat or a tender on a back of a car trailer. It just literally comes down on the sledge, you lower the platform, and the sledge literally clears the platform, and then that's it, off you go, you're on your way. We can also add a remote control as well to that, so you can high-low platform, and the garage door as well can be done on a remote control. Again, that can be specified or retrofitted. Okay, right, so we're going to finish off, and I'm just going to take you down to the side deck and to the foredeck area, and just going to show you around what the area of the boat offers there. So one thing you'll notice is that actually it's quite a spacious side deck as well. I feel very safe, I feel very comfortable. Got nice handrails here to grab a hold of. You see you've got the coamings here. Rope lockers on either side that mirror each other. So you've got quite nice deep lockers. Sun pad area, which is a nice space to entertain, and also you've got the reclining backrest as well, just like you do at a hotel. Carbon fibre cup holders, and then obviously you've got the AV package, which this boat's actually got an AV upgrade. One thing the Sonos does offer, which this boat actually has, is the fact that I can listen to, say for example, rock music here, and for example someone can listen to classical in the deck saloon. Or if you've got a party going on board and you want to really sort of pump up the sounds and the music, I can literally have it all zones on, and I can listen to the same music in all areas. So it's a really nice AV sort of feature. Nice anchor bay here as well, anchor well. So we've got the anchor winch, which is a V5, and I can control the anchor quite comfortably. So you've got the down and the up, so I can peer over quite comfortably. Nice big cleats as well. Look at the size of these cleats as well. So for med mooring, it's absolutely superb. Nice big anchor locker as well, which is quite a nice deep locker. This one actually has 90 meters of chain for med mooring, or med anchoring should I say. And one thing I do tend to use when I'm using these boats or running these boats during test, is that I tend to drop maybe one to two fenders down there, and obviously you've got a little holder here so I can tie them all off, or you can tie off the bow rope as well. Okay, so there's places where you can actually store the fenders, which is quite nice. One thing I should mention as well is this boat's actually been upgraded with the actual teak side decks. So just to give you an idea, look at this boat here. This one's a Predator 50 to our side here, what it looks like with and without. Now, generally, most people would go without teak side decks because of maintenance. It's just something else to maintain. But because this is flexi teak, it's actually quite easy to maintain. You can scrub it, you can jet wash it. So, you know, in terms of like maintenance wise, it's actually not that much more difficult than maintaining something without. So from that perspective, it does look a lot nicer with the actual decking on here. It looks more luxurious. Okay, so I'm going to hand you back now to Sean and Chris, and Chris is going to take you through whether this boat's available and tell you what the London group can offer you.
So hopefully you've enjoyed the good look through with Ross on the interior and features, both technical and on the interior of this beautiful Predator 60 EVO. Personally, what I see is that this boat has jumped forward in the detailing. I mean, when I walked up to her a minute ago, even the stainless steel detailing on the hull side between the windows, it's small, but when you see it, it's beautiful. And all the way through here, I think as soon as you walk on, the seating detail, the stainless steel insets into the panels really set it apart and gets me very excited about what's coming in the future on the latest innovation in the Sunseeker range. So let's talk about this particular boat. I'm sat here with Chris Head, Sales Director of Sunseeker London Group. So Chris, obviously this is one of your boats. She's available. So tell us what Sunseeker London Group can offer a client.
Well, Sunseeker London Group, we're quite unique and probably one of the largest distributors in the world in the marine business. We have 40 offices throughout Europe. So starting here in England, Channel Islands, Portugal, Spain, France, all the way around to Mediterranean, including Adriatic, down to Egypt and so on. So it's a one-stop shop with us. You know, we meet a client he may have had many boats. We meet clients who've never had a boat, and we really take it from signing the contracts with them, arranging finance, arranging the berth, arranging delivery, arranging whatever really the client needs to enjoy his boating.
Oh, sounds really good. So for a client turning up, no problem whether he's boating in France, Spain, here in the UK, your team can really take care of that.
Exactly.
And the buying process, Chris, obviously she's very well spec'd. I mean, we've had a good look through her. But in terms of tenders, extra electronics, maybe even finance, that's what your team can arrange that?
Exactly. So, you know, the boat really, factory built, has got most extras on it. We always spec the boat to a high specification, but clients have choice of tenders. You know, we recommend the Williams. Actually, the garage is made for it. They want their toys, which it can consist of carrying a jet ski or having sea bobs. All the toys, such as I don't know if you've seen the inflatable floats, which are called Naughty Boy. You know, it's really to kit the boat out so it's ready to go. You know, the boat comes well equipped to use the boat, but there's safety equipment. There's the household belongings, such as all the linens. From really start to finish, we are willing to work with the client, so when the boat arrives in the south of France or in Spain or Croatia, the boat will be turnkey and ready to go.
And just to be clear, Chris, this particular boat is what you're offering. You know, so the video today, we've been through the features. So this boat's available and could be with a client in the Med in the coming few weeks.
On the next ship, you know, the boat is ready to start its pre-delivery inspection for the client. Apply the name on the stern. You know, once the client's bought the boat and chosen the name, yeah, we could make the ship in 7 days. But Sean, this is the only 60 we have for this season. You know, we've been in short supply. Yep. The boat was launched at Southampton Boat Show last year. Yep. It's done unbelievably well. So it's not a problem boat. It's stuck with us. It's a unique opportunity, this boat is.
Brilliant. And how do they get in contact, Chris?
Well, they can call me or any one of my team, or go to Sunseeker London.com. You will see all our locations on there. You'll see the salesman's name. But it's not only buying this boat, Sean. You know, we want to sell a client, whether it's a used boat, one of our second-hand stock boats, a brokerage boat. It's to help the client through the process. You know, a client doesn't have to start at this size. He can start with a 40-footer, or he can start with a 100-footer. We will help him through his boating life.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching. You heard it from Chris. Please do get in contact if you'd like the look of the 60 Predator or any of the other yachts in the Sunseeker range. Pick up the phone, visit the website, and please make contact, and we look forward to hopefully hearing from you.